Okay, now friends, we are at the last tutorial of our low polythene modeling. At first we have to give some materials to the ground, the main part of the low polythene, and ropes, woods, and many more. We are giving a simple material, and you will learn more about realistic material in the next parts. First, the ground. We are coming in here. You see the material icon in here, like the word icon. Now, by clicking new, you would be able to give a material. By double clicking, we are going to rename this, and we will rename this ground material. In here you can change the color, base color, but before that you have to go in the material preview, as you see, and we should make this a little darker like this and decrease a little the roughness. This is our ground material. Now it's time to give the wood material. This is totally up to you which kind of material you want to give. You should see some reference images. We will increase the roughness a little, and from here we will drag and drop the material to other part of our wood columns. Now it's time to give some rope material. We will rename this rope like this. This would be a little like this, dark and some roughness. And we are going to drag and drop our material to these spots too. Easy as like this. Now we are going to give a material to a carpet. As you see, it's totally up to you which kind of material you want to give. Now to our tent. By double clicking to rename this tent, I would love to give some material like this with this much roughness. This is our tent, as you see. Now we finished to give material. This is a simple way of giving material, not a realistic material. The materials that are created as a principal BSDF in the Blender. Now we need to press Ctrl S to save our project. Then by pressing Shift A, we are going to add a camera, and in here in the item section you are going to give this 60 degree in the x-axis, 0 in the y-axis, and 45 in the z-axis. Now by pressing 0 we are going to be at the camera view. Now as you select the camera, you will have the setting for the camera. In here in the viewport display, we are going to increase the passport out to 1. It means that anywhere our camera is not covering should be dark. Then we need to change the perspective view to the orthographic view, and in here in the output menu we will change this number to 1600 up to 1200, as you see, like this. This is our camera view. We have to create another view in here. We should be in the camera view, and by scrolling the wheel we are going to the render viewport. Now as you see, this is the realistic render viewport, and this is just a material preview part. In the render you're going to be in the cycle render, or maybe you would be in the EV render, that's no matter. The max samples 100 will be enough, and in here the render max samples 100 will be enough. You have to take the denoising, and in here in the color management you have to select look, like medium high contrast would be enough. Now we are adding a light to our scene. By pressing Shift A we are adding an area light, G to grab in the Z axis like this. Totally we are going to give the negative number of the light of the camera adjustment that we did before, minus 60, 45 degree, and GZZ will bring down a little our light. Then we need to change the power of our light to 1000, as you see, and the color of our light like this. Then in here by pressing 7 we would be in the top view, Shift T to duplicate our light, and or to rotate something like this, and we are changing the color to something like this bluish, the number to 500, as you see in here. Now this is the final part of our work. We created a low poly tint in Blender, we gave it some basic materials, we adjusted our camera, and we gave some light to our scene. Then we are going to render our scene. That's so easy. I will show you how to render this, and after that you should render your created low poly tint, and maybe you can comment on our tutorial too. In here, file, edit, render part, you are going to render by the render image. As you see, the render image will come out, and you will render your scene that you created in Blender. I will see you in the next videos, in the next tutorials. Later I will create some tutorials how to create easy and model in Blender, to create many 3D things, and you would be probably able to create a lot of things in Blender as a usage of your career of work. I will see you in the next video.